Today I'm over at Dad's again. We're going to work on the dryer here. We're going to see about replacing the belt, the two back rollers and the tensioner roller, and along with the extras here to hold these things all in place. We're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, a 5/16, and a small putty knife or pry tool. I replaced the rollers and the belt and everything recently, I say a little while back, with the generic, and I've gone back to the originals this time because after repairing the dryer's making all sorts of noises. So we're going to go back and put the original in. If you need other help for car stereo, which this is what I'm getting away from, you can see that at carstereohelp.com. And if you have other questions, I do have some other do-it-yourself repairs for home and auto. See the website. But we're going to start with a Phillips screwdriver. We're going to remove the lint screen, pull that up and out, and set this to the side. Disconnect power and dryer hose. This will expose two Phillips screws right here. And we're going to take these two Phillips screws and remove them. We're going to set all this stuff that I've now set on top off to the side because we're going to remove the top off the top of the washer here. And when we do that, all this stuff on top is not going to be needed. Okay. I think last week I did the hood pistons for Hyundai for Dad. So if you need help with the Hyundai, you need help with any other car, see the website carstereohelp.com. Now let's see what we can do about lifting this top off here. Now we're going to take our pry bar, and there are two clips in the front here, just a little ways in, and we're going to push these clips in. And I have found that if you sort of pull the top towards you, push these clips in and pry up, they pry right open. There we go. There's one up. I'm going to do the same for this one back here and pry the cover up. Now that lifts the cover. Now usually if we're doing this indoors, we can slide this cover back and secure it against the wall. We don't have that, so I'm going to tie this thing up a little bit to secure it in its position. Okay, now I've propped the back against the ladder here just to keep it up and flopping down. And we have a connector here in the front because we're going to have to remove the front to get to the drum, the belt that is here on the top, and get to this connector and several more bolts. Now we've got the back propped up, and this connector, I'm going to take my pick tool and pry at the edge of the trigger here to lift this little piece of plastic up so that the connector will release. Once I pry that up, the connector comes apart, and that's going to allow us to take our 5/16 or 8mm and go to the just inside on the tops. On this side is a bolt here we're going to remove. Now what I found interesting about this one was that there's only two rollers that go on the back of the drum, and it more or less rotates along the front. Now we're going to remove the second bolt. And now what we're going to want to do is pull the top edge back. We want to secure the drum, and you see how that fell as I moved it forward, because there's nothing securing the front of the drum except for the front panel itself, so it will dip a little bit. And once you get the top back, we're going to pull this up and it will release, and you can move it back to the side. And let the drum sit there for a minute and place this to the side. Now we're going to move down to the bottom of the drum here and take a look at the belt and the pulley on the bottom just to see what the belt path looks like. Now of course I'm going to hold this up with my left elbow, and notice that the belt comes in along here, comes down around the motor pulley, around the tensioner pulley, and back up around the drum, and comes in from the other side. So we're going to turn around and take this belt off of the pulley here and bring it around, and everything's going to fall apart real quick. There we go, and we'll get to that here in a minute. Now we're going to come over and grasp the drum and the belt helps lift the drum out. I'm going to pull this straight out forward and take a look at what we have down here. Well, now with the drum out of the way, and like I said, I've replaced this in the past and it's been making noise, I can see that the generic, I would say, didn't quite work out right or work well in the pulley because I have belt all around here and it should be all lint from the dryer. I've already cleaned this out, so if you get to this point you can clean this as well. But now we're going to clean this up and get to the two pulleys. We're going to start here with a roller on the back right side, and you can see that moves up and down the shaft here. Oh, it seems sticky as well, so it's not spinning well. We're going to take our flathead screwdriver. There's a plastic triangle lock washer, I guess you could call it, that sits out here on the front. We're going to try and get under that and pry that off, get it over the... You can cut these plastic tabs off. I'm only going to replace the front one because the rear one's replaced just a month or so ago. There we go, and that's going to allow us to take the washer off, or the roller off. Now that we have that roller off, we're going to clean the shaft up here. It looks like it's been a little worn down here. And we're going to put a lubricant on here. Or not a lubricant, but yes, it is a lubricant. It's a high heat, water resistant lubricant on here, just to lube this up a little bit, mainly to help clean it up. And then we'll rub that all in and off at the same time. Okay. Now we're going to put the new roller on. And the roller will go on, and it seems to spin much smoother than the original did. Now this side we're just going to need another one of those plastic washers or plastic triangles to go back in and lock this wheel in place. This will snap right back over with a little pressure. And you get that to snap back on. Maybe. There's part of it. See if we can get the rest of it. There we go. And now the wheel will come on. Seems to spin a lot freer. We're also going to clean the pulley on the motor down here. Rotate the motor a little bit to make sure and see if there's any dust in there. Get that out as well. And now we're going to move to the other side. Now on the left side, we do have a metal lock washer that sits on the outside here, along with this metal bracket and then the plastic triangle lock for the wheel. Oh boy, listen to that thing spinning. So we're going to do, the first thing is pry this lock washer off the end, and that will release that off the end, and we'll set this to the side because we don't want to use this one. We got new ones supplied as well. So now this will get us to the triangular washer, lock washer that we want to pry off again. There we go. Second one's always easier than the first. And we'll put the bad parts here. Now this will allow the roller to come off. Now we're going to put that to the other bad roller. We're going to clean this up. Oh boy, that looks kind of dirty. I'm going to put a little bit of grease on there to help clean that up. Rub it off. Clean it up. Okay. Now we're going to clean this up again. Get all the old stuff off there. And we're going to put the new wheel on there. Now we've cleaned this up. We're going to put the new pulley on, or the new roller. And secure, then put our lock washer back on, the triangular lock washer. This will secure it in place here. Careful with that bare metal for the bracket here. Alright, that's on. Then we'll put the bracket back on the end with our socket. Two spinning pulleys. Get the bad parts out of here. We'll get the tensioner set up here next. Alright. Now we're going to put the tensioner device in, and because we had to look back at the video to see which direction it went in. It goes in this direction here. The front tab will go down into the larger opening. You might have to get down underneath the bracket to help push it down in there, and then the back will lock right in. And that'll give us our tensioner right there for the belt. Okay, I've put the belt around the roller, around the drum. This drum is different at both sides, so to make sure you get the right side in, there's like a smaller groove here to go in and set on the two rollers over there. So we're going to lift this up with the belt, place it through the front opening, put it up hopefully on those back, put that groove right up on them back two rollers, get them situated there hopefully. Along the back of the barrel is a large cloth O-ring. Be careful not to pinch it inside the barrel. And that's resting on the back two rollers. And we got a little bit of movement there. Now we're going to come down and put the tensioner on. Okay, now we're down here under the drum. And again, I've had to look back at the video just to remind myself which way the belt path goes. It comes down from around the drum, down through here to the motor pulley, back and up around this pulley. So in order to get it there, we have to pull it over the top of the pulley and pull this belt way back over to the motor pulley. Now we're going to get this all in place, get this over here, get the belt right there, and we're on. And that sets up the tensioner, the belt, and we can turn this drum a little bit to get the belts back to their middle positions, but that seems to be working there, and all tension is good, no loose belt. Front panel back on. Oh, whoopee, we just made 5 cents. No, actually 10 cents. All right, this was worth it. Now we have several things going on here when we put this front back on. We have the bottom lip on the front of this front panel. It has to go underneath the metal one here. We also have two openings here at the bottom, and there are little hooks here on the edges, so we have to pull this up to make sure it lays on top of this, and then get to the hooks, push it on, and then this will all push back down in place, while at the same time this drum has to be moved up so that it aligns with the circle on the front panel. So let's see if we can do this the first time. We'll bring it over, get it closed, bring it up slowly. I can see that that metal bar is staying inside. Bring it up, quickly line the hooks on the sides. There's the left side's hooked, the right side's hooked, and I just lost down the side the anchor that's for the bolts that hold in here. I just lost one down the side, so I'm going to take this back off. I'm going to hold on to these two anchors this time while putting it back on. There's the right side. Get that in. Now we're going to take our washers, or our anchors, push them back onto the metal here on the left and on the right. I'm going to open this dryer door just to push up on the drum itself internally to align it with the front. Put this anchor on, make sure it mates up with the hole so we can go right through to it, and that will take care of that. And I'm going to see if I can hand tighten these first. This is the first of the two screws. And then the second of the two screws. Don't lose them down inside, otherwise you'll be taking this back apart to get them there again. Get them back up here. Okay, got those started. Take our 5/16, tighten these up. There's one. And we'll tighten up the opposite side. Okay, I'm going to roll the drum just to see what we get. Okay, I can see the belt's going to need to align itself a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to close this up. going to reconnect the connector here on the side so that the switch will work. We're going to come back and close the top down. It should lock right in place. We're going to line the internal parts for the lint screen. Grab those 2 screws. Back to our Phillips screwdriver. Make sure you don't drop these down through the opening here. I'm going to line the screw. Start it. Okay, there's 1. Here's 2. If you have any dryer questions, I'm not the person for that. Continue to look at YouTube. There are a lot of nice videos out there. If you need help with car stereo, see carstereohelp.com. There's a lot of good videos for car stereo there. Now we're going to replace the lint screen. Hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.